Was good. What's good, everybody? We are doing all signs for you and your person. Going from Aries right down through to Pisces. I just gotta see where this camera's at, and then we're gonna get started. But happy Sunday to everybody. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. All right. All right, going from Aries right down to Pisces. What's good, Miss Chrissy? Chrissy, good morning. Chris, Keisha, Empress Status. Hello. All right. Aries. What do we have for Aries and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Aries? And their person. Pre-shuffles. What do we have for Aries and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. Overall energy for you, Aries, King of Wands with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So you're definitely in a space where you feel the need to hold back. Knight of Swords in reverse, Nine of Pentacles. Because I feel like you have a lot of passion for the situation, but you're also, there's something here where you're avoiding addressing. You're avoiding addressing something because you feel like there's no point. You feel like you'd be fighting a losing battle. So Aries, I feel like you have a lot of passion for this person, attraction maybe. It feels more like passion, like frustration or something of that nature. And I feel like you're almost going to the extremes to hold back. Okay, some of you are just concluding that, okay, I just need to focus on me, or I just need to be single, or I just need to whatever. Like a lot of you guys are more so focused on yourself, and you feel like that's what's necessary. Because when it comes to you and this person, you feel nothing's changed. This is just giving me a headache. You feel like you'd be fighting a losing battle talking to this person for whatever reason. And I feel like the situation does have you restless, and that's probably why you're in that King of Wands energy, because the King of Wands tends to go to the extreme, you know, when it comes to not showing weakness, you know, not lashing out, or not even even when it comes to vulnerability. If it's a more newer thing, maybe there is a lot of attraction, but you're in a space of feeling like there's too much. You may feel like there's too much. Too many issues here. It's like you feel the need to ignore it because you feel like you'd be fighting a losing battle. If you've been dealing with this person, some of you have chips on your shoulder. Okay, some of you have a few chips on your shoulder with this person, and you don't see the point in talking about it because you feel like it always causes an argument, or every time you stand up for yourself, or every time you address something, you feel like it always causes some type of conflict. So you're in a space of going to the extremes to not show any type of vulnerability, whether that vulnerability is attraction, anger, passion, whatever. It's like you're trying to, like, you know, you're trying to like keep it together is what this feels like. But there is passion here, but it feels more so like, I feel like you don't see the point in working this out, at least this week. You don't see the point in talking to this person, and you're ignoring it completely. Even if you live with this person and you have issues that truly piss you off, you're trying to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore it. You know what I mean? You're kind of being proactive on a personal level, focused on your independence or being single or whatever it may be. But you're not stupid. Five of Swords. It's like you're aware, like maybe not to be too transparent with someone. So when it comes to this person, yikes. When it comes to this person, Aries, this week, they're not being very wise with you. Emperor in reverse, Justice in reverse, Hierophant in reverse, but the Temperance. See, this is someone that's going to attempt to try to clear things up with you or heal the situation. The problem is they're not being fair, or they're not doing their part. Like, this is someone that may feel somewhat intimidated of you. This is someone that if you're waiting on them to be honest or take accountability for something or anything of that nature, they're not doing it. This is someone that is almost rebelling against taking accountability for the situation. I don't like that Emperor in reverse. I mean, give me one more in the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, this is someone that is going to try to take advantage of opportunities, like when they see you in a vulnerable space, or if they see you in a more lighthearted space, they may try to like swoop in there, is the best way I can explain it. But I don't see this as someone that you can rely on. I don't see this as someone that is even being honest with you. Or again, if there is issues you have, I don't really see them taking accountability for their part in the situation. But yet they're still trying to. The Temperance is like, this is someone that may be feeling like they're walking on thin ice with you already, Aries. They may feel like they're walking on thin ice with you already. But if you're looking for any type of productive action or fairness from this person, I don't see them doing it. You know, they may be coming in with emotion when it's convenient, or when they feel like you're vulnerable, but I don't see them really being fair or doing what needs to be done. Lord have mercy. I just gotta see what this person's deal is or why they're even bothering. Because they're in a space where they're gung-ho about not conforming to the situation in a certain way, but yet they're still entertaining you. They're still entertaining it. So what is this person's intentions with Aries? Like, what is this person's intentions? Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. For those of you in a relationship, this person may still be wanting some access to your money, okay? So this person may be trying to smooth things over, not really doing their part, but they're still wanting access to your money, so they're trying to like keep the peace. If this is a newer thing, this is someone that is wanting some type of clarity that the situation is balanced. So they may be wanting to be a bit more generous with their energy, because this person may feel like it's one-sided because of something that they feel like they may have already done something and they feel like you never reciprocated on that. So now they're in a space of trying to get in there without a plan. I don't really feel like this person has a plan, especially if it's a newer energy, Seven of Pentacles. I don't feel like this person has a plan. They're just kind of feeding into the situation because it's valuable to them. And again, if this is a long-term relationship, their intentions is to receive generosity or have access to your finances. Okay. So you could be dealing with another Aries. We also have Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus, Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. But you're not really budging with this person. Or if you do, if you feel like you're forced to kind of give into the situation to some extent, you're not really giving into it. You still have some type of barrier up because the situation is making you restless, or you feel like there's not a full submission here. There's not a full submission. I don't know how to explain that. So you may, if you're living with them, for example, you may give into it, but it's because you feel like you have no other choice, but you're definitely going to the extremes to not really talk to this person or hold back on your communication because you feel like there's no point in talking to this person. All right, Taurus. Let's get Karma. Dope Butterfly TV. Fierce Aries. What's good? All right, what do we have for Taurus and their person? Good morning, Andrea. What do we have for Taurus and their person? One more. What do we have for Taurus and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles. What's good, Stelly? Overall energy for you, Taurus, 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands in reverse. So I do feel like you're feeling some sense of sadness or loss when it comes to a situation. You may have regrets. Some of you have regrets, or you're feeling some type of way about a person, but you don't really see an opportunity to address these regrets, if that makes any sense. You may feel pushed away, or you feel like there's not a whole lot of opportunity. I feel like you're disappointed for some of you with how something is working out, or how something didn't work out, or something like that. There is disappointment that you're having, but you don't really see an opportunity to work something out or even apologize. Some of you, Taurus, you may try to attempt to approach the situation or express something, or you may see a doorway of opportunity to connect with this person emotionally. If you are, I don't really feel like you're fully expressing yourself, because you're feeling a little bit weary in regards to whether you should be there in the first place, or whether you should be connecting with this person in the first place, whether you feel like they're bitter towards you, or whether you feel like, if it's a newer energy, like maybe you feel like they're not really that into you. So there is a level of vulnerability you're showing this person this week. Okay, I don't see you fully opening up. I don't see you fully opening up. But I feel like you're going to try. You're going to try to connect with this person. You're going to try to connect with this person. But it's kind of the energy like, I don't even know if I should be doing this. If you've been dealing with this person for a long time, or if there's history, some of you may try to connect with this person by expressing your disappointments that you have in them. Just be careful with that, because the King of Cups is in reverse. So just be careful. But I feel like you're trying to connect with them this week, because you're feeling the loss of them, or you feel regretful, or you feel like, if it's a newer energy, it's like you see them as someone that is catching your heartstrings, but you feel left out about whatever they got going on. You feel like they don't want you around, or you're getting an energy like they're not really that into you, something like that. Now, when it comes to your person, Taurus, I don't really feel like this person is expecting a whole lot. If this is someone that is from your past, I do feel, Taurus, this person may have lost interest, and they're determined, and they're moving on with vengeance, because they do not trust your motives. So if this is a past person where things were deep, this is someone that is choosing to walk away. They're not really putting a whole lot of expectation. They don't really see things working out between the two of you, and they're moving on with vengeance and determination, and trying to embrace some level of willpower. And they may have lost interest in the waiting game. Hangman in reverse, 4 of Swords. They're more so focused on themselves. It's like, for some of you, this is someone that is dealing with some type of oppression themselves, and they're kind of focused on taking care of whatever that is. But I don't really see, if this is a past person, I feel like they may have lost interest. And if there is some type of energy reciprocation they get from you, I feel like they're going to assume it's manipulation, or they're going to assume you don't have good motives. If this is a newer energy, this is someone that is very closed off. This is someone that is going through something on a personal level, where they're very distant emotionally. They're very driven by their desires, or personal obsessions, or things that are weighing them down. Like, this is someone that is if this is a newer energy, I feel like this person isn't really overly available. And I'm not saying it can't work. If this is a newer person, what is their energy toward Taurus? Six of Cups. Well, if this is a newer person, I feel like they don't really have a bad view of you. Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the High Priestess in reverse. If this is a newer person, this person may feel like there's a lot not being said, and they don't have a bad view of you. They may feel like there's some type of mutual exchange or mutual value between the two of you, but they're also in a space of suppressing their hidden desires for you because they could be going through their own changes, you know, or they're not really sure what to make of your generosity. So if you are trying to feed into the situation, if it's a newer energy, they're not really sure what to make of that. But if this is a newer energy or someone you don't have a history with, I feel like they don't look at you in a bad way. They do value you. There is some mutual, it could be like a transactional relationship or someone you work with or something that is more like they may feel like you're just being nice because you're there. You know what I mean? But yeah, if it's past energy, just give me a couple cards. I mean, it's pretty clear. If this is a past energy, they're done. Done. Give me a little bit on past person's energy toward energy and feelings, justice in reverse. If you're waiting on this person to take accountability for anything, they're not. I don't really feel like this person is open to a long-term relationship. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So if this is a past energy, they feel like there's no opportunity with you. Or even if there is an opportunity, I feel like they're having a hard time they feel like something is unfair between the two of you if this is a past energy. And even if this person had a part to play, I don't really see them being open to taking accountability for something. They kind of it's someone that kind of lost interest in the waiting period is what that feels like. So if this is a past energy, I would be mindful with oversharing because they may use that against you. Okay, they have a kind of, they're in a space where I don't give a fuck. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse can like use social media or like to get under your skin, stuff like that. Okay, so I'd be mindful of oversharing. You could be dealing with the Pisces. We have Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Gemini. What's good, Norma? Well, there's lots of energies out there. Nuala, FG McCreds, what's good, man? All right. What do we have for Gemini and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? My energy last reading for my all signs. Yes. One more. What do we have for Gemini and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Gemini and their person this week? 3 shuffles. Ooh, your overall energy, Gemini, the Emperor with the Ace of Swords. That's not very vulnerable or emotional, but it is an energy of being very sure of what needs to be cut out or what needs to be talked about. We're going to get into it. So it's like you're in a space of being open to taking accountability for your truth in the situation. So again, the Emperor is someone that may feel the need to kind of control themselves or their emotions or make better decisions. Ace of Swords, 7 of Wands. So you may be in a space of feeling the need to cut something out. I don't know. I'm going to pull the rest of the cards to see what direction this is heading. You may end up breaking the silence with someone too. No, 9 of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse. No, I feel like this is you feeling it's necessary to close the door on something. The Three of Pentacles is someone that recognizes patterns, is someone that's like trying to change some type of pattern. You could work with this person. Some of you may work with this person and you're in a space of not being open to showing some type of vulnerability because you feel like that would be a poor decision. And with this being your energy, you're in a space of trying to make good decisions, rational, logical decisions. And for those of you where there's a history, you feel like you're fighting a losing battle in the situation and you're in a space where you're trying to take accountability for your own truth. The Seven of Wands can tend to take the high road, okay? So even if they're opposed to something, you know, it's someone that is not backing down, but they're doing it in a way where they're not showing too much vulnerability. They're doing it in a way where they're trying to take the high road despite any type of opposition. So if you have a history with this person, Gemini, you may feel like you're fighting a losing battle. And I feel like you're in a space where you're trying to be in, like, you're trying to just let something come to an end and keep something more, you know, surface level. Or again, there's just some type of pattern that you're trying to change. If this is a new energy, you just feel like it would be a poor choice, a poor choice to be vulnerable with this person because maybe you work with them. Some of you, you are the boss, okay? Because the Emperor is your energy. So for some of you, you may be the boss, or you may feel like you have some level of responsibility to be professional. So if it's a newer energy, there may be interest, or you feel like the two of you share similar interests, but you also feel it's necessary to be professional or not show too much vulnerability. Okay, so because some of you are going to end up getting on the same page with someone. Some of you are going to end up getting on the same page with someone, and you're open to speak some type of truth in hopes to improve the nature of that relationship. Okay, so this could be like past and new kind of coming together a little bit, because there is some type of ending happening for you, Gemini, and you're trying to control yourself when it comes to your emotions. And some of you guys are maybe connecting with someone new, but you're still trying to maintain some level of professionalism. So it could be in the workplace. Yeah, because for some of you, this person is the one that is initiating communication. Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords in reverse on their part. Because this is someone that may be trying to rebuild something with you, or this is someone that is trying to avoid some type of disaster. This is someone that is trying to avoid some type of disaster. I feel like this person wants to have an honest conversation with you. And they may have some regrets or guilt depending on the nature of the relationship. For some of you, Gemini, this person is trying to avoid a disaster when it comes to you using something against them, is what I'm getting. Because the Queen of Pentacles, Tower in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that's someone that may feel like if you are their boss, for example, it's like they may feel a little bit nervous that you would, if they did flirt with you, for example, they may feel, how do you say, like they may feel like it would impact them in a bad way if they were to be vulnerable with you or something like that. So it's like they're in a space of wanting to have an honest conversation, but they're also coming from a rational, logical place where they're trying to not get emotions too much involved. They're just trying to express or confess. For some of you, this is like more of a confession. Chariot. This is someone that's trying to move past some type of conflict. They're trying to move past some type of conflict. If it is a past person, they have some type of guilt or regret that's eating at them. Strength in reverse. So I feel like you make this person vulnerable, Gemini. They have some type of guilt or regret that's eating at them. So for a lot of you, you're going to be in a space of being open to make fair and rational decisions when it comes to this person. Regardless of the history, you're in a space of trying to make fair and rational decisions when it comes to the situation. But this person wants to talk to you. I feel like they're trying to get clarity on if there is a history. They're trying to get clarity on if the two of you can move past some type of conflict, or this person is just wanting to be honest about something. What is their intention? I mean, give me one more on that Seven of Swords in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Well, For some of you, they're just wanting to be honest about like bad luck or something that kind of turned in a direction they didn't really want. Wheel of Fortune reverse can be like negative external influences that may have came in between the two of you, or they just feel like whoops, that was bad luck, something like that. There's something here that was just like bad luck or like unfortunate, or they feel like there was negative influences that impacted something here between the two of you. So they're wanting to have an honest conversation about whatever that is, okay? And again, some of you, it's a newer energy, okay? Where you may be learning something too, where there's a change perception because you are learning something about someone. Like a change perception in a good way, I feel. I don't know, what is this person's intentions? Just give me one more on their intentions. 5 of Pentacles. Well, they may feel out in the cold. They may feel out in the cold. The Temperance, like this person's intentions is to overcome some type of discord or misunderstanding. Again, for some of you, it's something small. Like maybe you are their boss and they said something or they flirted with you, and it's like they're trying to like smooth that over. But it's like this person's intentions is to like heal some type of misunderstanding with you, or heal the situation because they feel out in the cold, or they feel they may also feel for some of you, they feel like there's some type of external influence that made them see something a way that it wasn't, because the 5 of Pentacles can feel like they were left out in the cold on in not the most fairest way, something like that. Like they were conned into doing something is the best way I can explain it. So it's like they're trying to heal something out. I don't know. You seem to be in a space of being open to being like reasonable and rational. You know what I mean? It's like you're open to cooperate. You're open to, I mean, what's the 3 of Pentacles? 5 of Cups. Some of you are learning. Okay. Well, I feel like you're trying to be reasonable when it comes to this person's fears associated with the situation. So you may be open to cooperate when it comes to someone that feels left out, or because this is becoming aware and learning that someone has fears associated with communication, or someone has fears associated with the past, or someone is disappointed or feeling left out because of something. And this is you becoming aware. It's like, okay, so it's like you're cooperating with this newfound information where you may feel, it's kind of like when you know someone is a shy person, you try to take it upon yourself to like open them, like be the one to talk kind of thing, if that makes any sense. So you may be in a space, Gemini, where you feel like you need to take control in a fair, rational way because you're becoming aware that someone is sad or feeling at a loss, or fearing communicating in general. Fearing communicating in general. So I don't know, you seem to be the one that's like kind of trying to assert some type of rational thinking in this dynamic, because you may feel like someone's having a hard time. It's the best way I can explain that. But yeah, this person is confessing, or there's like some type of honest conversation they're attempting to have with you. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Leo. We have Cancer, Scorpio, or Aries. Could be any sign as far as omens go. All right. I just seen a comment deleted. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. Was it just me? I seen a comment deleted. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer and their person? What do we have for Cancer and their person? One more. Three shuffles. What do we have for Cancer and their person? Overall energy for you, Cancer, 7 of Cups with the Justice card. Seven of Cups with the Justice. So I don't know. I feel like when it comes to you and this person, there is emotions here, but there's also confusion a little bit, or I don't know. You're open to explore. Some of you guys are in a space of like wanting to keep your options open. Oh no, the Hierophant. Page of Cups. So there's a lot of frustrating energy in this situation, Cancer. A lot of frustration, okay? Becoming illuminated to something. Because there's something going on where you feel like you may need to take a traditional approach or be wise, okay, when it comes to someone that is either vindictive towards you, or be wise when it comes to your own immaturity. Some of you may have been immature in a situation, and you seem to be in a space of trying to move something forward. Hangman in reverse. It seems to be like you're in a space where you're exploring your options when it comes to how can I make things right. Okay, I just got to clarify that 7 of Cups though, because you could be a little bit emotionally confused. Yeah, see 4 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like you're wanting to bring stability into a connection, but you're a little bit confused because even though you feel like there's an opportunity, even if you already live with this person, even though you feel like there's an opportunity to make things right or make peace, you also feel like there's some crotchety energy here, or someone's being very stubborn, or someone, it's like you're a little bit confused in regards to, even if I do make things right, will that change anything? It's that type of energy. But you seem to be in a space this week where you seem to be conforming to some degree, you know, to be the bigger person, or honestly be honest about something, or be fair, or address something in hopes to like move on from something, or if it's a relationship, for example, this is you recognizing your person's a bit disappointed and you're trying to like move on from some type of like some of you broke a promise to someone in a relationship, and you seem to be trying to use your higher levels of awareness in regards to how to maneuver this week, because you want this, or you want to make peace, or you want to settle things out when it comes to your own frustrations. I just feel like you're a little bit unsure if it's going to do anything, because you may be seeing your person as someone that's refusing to budge. But I do feel like you're going to be illuminating, not even illuminating. I feel like this is you trying to handle a really frustrating situation. And again, this frustrating situation could be caused from some type of immature communication, or maybe you broke a promise to someone, or something like that. Give me one more in the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like this is you conforming to a situation, or to, again, take it upon yourself to be the bigger person because you're disappointed with the lack of progress or nothing changing. So like if this is a relationship, you're taking it upon yourself to spice things up a little bit more, because you may feel like someone's a bit bothered by something that came to the surface, or someone's a bit bothered by a lack of sex, point blank period, for some of you. So it's like you're taking it upon yourself to spice things up, and maybe you're thinking, okay, well, if I spice things up, will that actually change how they behave, or will it just give them what they want and I get nothing? You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. So you're trying to make something work with someone. You're taking a traditional approach to do that. And it feels like you're almost conforming conforming. Because you at least, if you're not already in a relationship with this person, you at least want to explore the possibilities of creating a relationship or creating a more peaceful dynamic, or if it's a past person, it's like maybe wanting to clear the air, something like that. But you're a little bit confused if that's really going to do anything. And with that Seven of Cups, some of you guys may be a little bit lost in the sauce because maybe you do have too many options, you know, where maybe you're trying to make it work in a relationship while simultaneously knowing that Joe Blow is like your sneaky link or something. I'm just going to be honest. Seven of Cups can be like trying to keep your options open while simultaneously trying to take a traditional approach to, you know, a more domesticated relationship. It's like something like that. So I don't know. But whoever you're dealing with, well, honestly, this is someone that has a lot of passion for you. There's a lot of attraction here. I feel like this week, this person is in a space of being open to rise above bitching or rise above their problems, put their problems behind them, because you ultimately do make them happy. They could feel like they're receiving some type of clarity as well, or they have some type of optimism that makes them feel justified to like put their problems behind them. For some of you, this is someone that has optimism that they're not seeing something clearly, or this is someone that is optimistic that, okay, even if this bothers me about Cancer or a relationship, you know, it's still my ride or die type of energy. Like this is someone that seems to be like not giving up on the situation. For some of you, if it's a newer thing where things wasn't really that deep, they're in a space of feeling like they're receiving some type of clarity that they wasn't seeing something clearly, or they're being open to kind of, you know, put their problems or bitchiness behind them to take initiative on this connection in some type of way. But you do make this person happy. For those of you where this is like a long-term relationship, this is someone that you do make them happy and they do think you're hot and they are very attracted to you. And that may cause them to frequently, you know, ignore things that bother them. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but over time that can become bad, you know, if you keep doing that. I mean, what's the Sun? Because there could be a lot of expression. Some of you Cancer, this person has a hard time trusting you. They may be literally expressing like you're lying, or there was some type of lie, or they're bringing something to the surface here because something here is causing some frustration, but they're still in a space of like not wanting to end things or lose the situation. Like, because, I feel like this person feels like you're not being honest with them, but it's like they're also choosing to put their problems behind them when it comes to feeling like, okay, well, maybe I'm not seeing the situation clearly. So this person may be expressing to you this week that they don't know if they can trust you, okay? They don't know if they can trust you, but they're still in a space of being open to put their problems behind them. It's that type of energy. But they're now, for some of you, if it's a newer thing, it's like they've been paying attention to you or they keep an eye on you. But it's like there's aspects where they're a little bit confused. So they're in a space of being open to conversation and being open to express themselves. I do feel like you're initiating it, though. I'm just going to be honest. But they're also in a space of avoiding being hurt or avoiding being betrayed. So I don't feel like they're fully, if it's a newer energy, they're not fully open to the situation on a whole, but they're open to have fun together or go for a drink or something like that. If this is someone you're already in a relationship with, this person may have a tendency to make a lot of assumptions on you because they feel like they can't trust what you say. But they're still in a space of like being open to rise above their problems, you know, because they're attracted to you or they have a lot of passion for you. So I don't know, I feel like Cancer, you being in 7 of Cups, I feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed or confused. What's Cancer's biggest issue? Or like, why is Cancer so overwhelmed? 3 of Swords. Well, for some of you, there's a third party. For others of you, your issue is you're feeling, you know, lonely, or you're feeling sad, or you're holding on to some type of betrayal, or even if you're in a relationship, you may feel like it's lonely. You know what I mean? So it's causing a lot of emotional confusion in regards to whether this is the right thing for you. 5 of Wands. Your issue is there's some type of pain that's causing either a lot of inner conflict in regards to whether you should make this work. Okay. For some of you, it's like family conflict or something like that. Some of you, you may fear that there's competition as well. I don't know, there's a lot, your problem, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands, this is feeling heartbroken or betrayed or having a hard time letting go of something. So it's almost like you're trying to keep your options open to avoid getting hurt. And there's a lot of inner conflict, egos clashing. For some of you, it's like egos between you and this person, or there could be a third party. I don't know. But you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Aquarius, Pisces. For some of you, it's like there's a disagreement that you're not sure if the two of you will be able to get past because you feel like you have to keep something to yourself, or you're having a hard time getting past some type of disagreement. But you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, or Leo, or Virgo. It could be any sign as far as elements go. But I don't know. I feel like you're a little bit confused or emotionally overwhelmed. You got too many options maybe, or I like to refer to the 7 of Cups as someone that is like honed in on a feeling. They know that feeling is possible. They're just not sure where they can get it. They don't know where they need to, like, they don't know what they need to do to have that feeling. So it's like you feel like there's something possible here with this person, but you're not sure if they're going to be able to give that to you. Okay. All right. Leo. What do we have for Leo? Ooh, 3 of Swords just wanted to come out, Leo. Okay. What do we have for Leo and their person? Three more. Three shuffles. Okay, overall energy for you, Leo, the Empress and the 5 of Pentacles. So seems like someone is desperately trying to like show up for you, to be there. There does seem to be some type of wish granted for you, Leo, when it comes to love. 5 of Pentacles can actually talk about love, ironically. You know, someone may feel the loss of you, or the fear of the loss of you is bringing in some type of wish fulfillment or support, or you seem to be in a space of being supported You know, someone is nurturing you. Someone is desperately trying to like take care of your wishes. You know, this kind of feels like you are the silent, you have some type of silent power here. And I'm not saying in a manipulative way, but in the way of you just being in your Empress energy. Even if you're a male, this is just you, you know, nurturing the ground. You stand on nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, you know. Could be maternal influence. Some of you are pregnant, you know, and it's like some of you have a Virgo just like granting your wish, or it's like something like that. But it's like you seem to be being nurtured, supported. You're definitely in a solid space this week. I feel like you seem to have avoided a disaster when it comes to you and someone that you're dealing with, Leo, because you used your energy, or you're using your energy to, you know, this is either avoiding, you know, bitching, or you're avoiding, you're using your energy to kind of leave space for something to be healed, or that's what you did. You could have even been, you could have left someone behind or left someone out in the cold, but you did it in a way where you never, you didn't cause further damage, or you try to avoid causing further damage or further pain. Like something here that you're going through, or you could have had some type of separation, or there's some type of adversity or struggle that you seem to have influenced in a very balanced way, where like someone seems, because someone's getting a reality check, Leo, when it comes to you and how you handle things, how you handle yourself, how you deal with bullshit, betrayals, you know, whatever. It's like you're in a space of using your influence and energy to not sweat the small stuff with someone. And that seems to be bringing in some type of wish fulfillment. It seems to be making some, like, you're in a high value space because you're not sweating the small stuff. You're not sweating. I don't know how to put this together. You're not sweating the small stuff. And I feel like you are open to, you know, healing something with someone. For some of you, there's some type of clarity, receiving emotional clarity. Give me one more. That's Seven of Cups in reverse. A lot of you guys are receiving emotional clarity with the Justice. Some of you have someone that is taking accountability or being honest or fair with you when it comes to why things were the way they were, or why things had to be the way it had to be. But it kind of seems like someone that felt like they got left out in the cold, or they were abandoned, or something like that, even energetically. But you kind of remained in this Empress energy. You remain nurturing yourself, nurturing your kiddos. You know, you're not sweating the small stuff, and it's bringing in a lot of support, potentially a wish fulfillment, some receiving some type of emotional clarity on a cause and effect type of situation between you and another individual, where the two of you are in a space of being open and ready to make things right. And again, I don't feel like you are directly communicating. I feel like you manifested this by not sweating the small stuff, or like not, you know, causing more damage than needed to be, if that makes any sense. Some of you manifested this by putting your problems behind you, because you may have recognized that, okay, putting your problems behind, it's like you were patient. It's like being patient with someone. So I don't know, you're putting your problems behind you. It's bringing in a really nurturing connection. And the way you're handling yourself, or have handled yourself, is bringing in good luck for you. It's bringing in something you deserve, like in a positive way. It's bringing in a wish fulfillment. That's the best way I can explain it. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Leo, this is someone that is attempting to reconcile. This is someone that may have put off reconciling or sharing something with you. Why is the Six of Cups the Death card? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is someone that is trying to change poor communication between the two of you. They feel like communication between the two of you is poor. They may also feel like you think irrationally on them and their intentions with you. They may feel like you feel like they have malicious intent or something of that nature. And this is someone that is trying to connect with you in a very innocent-like way because they have fears that you're distancing yourself because you either lack tolerance for them or you're distancing yourself because you think that they have malicious intent. They're trying to change what they perceive. And again, their perception may not be completely accurate. Okay. They're going off of speculation, but they're trying to change your perception on them. Like, again, they may feel like you thought they had malicious intent, or they may feel like there was a literal block here, or they felt like you were distancing yourself because they wasn't being honest. And it is almost forcing them to kind of be honest, take action. King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, Five of Wands in reverse. This is someone that is taking action to empathize with a potential issue between the two of you and also try to clear the air, compromise, or try to develop a solution around your irrational thinking. Again, that may be a perception. I feel like it might be just their projection because I don't feel like they have the accurate communication, or they're going off assumptions, or they're going off, you know, what I feel like their projections are stemmed from their own fears or assumptions on why you're being the way you are, when really you're just over here nurturing your Empress energy and being who you are and being patient, whatever it may be. But I do feel like this person is in a space of trying to be proactive and take initiative to empathize and give into a situation here to resolve some type of conflict. And I do feel like they're trying to change your perception on them. They're trying to change your perception on them. And they do feel out in the cold. I don't know, maybe they were a little bit of a twat because there's something here that they're not as stressed about, or they're thinking less negatively about, Leo. When it comes to you, maybe this person's loudmouth got them in trouble when it comes to you. And now they're in a space of thinking less negatively, or they're not as worried as about things that they were once worried about. So they're trying to change the dynamic here. They feel a little bit more clear on you. And there is a lot of love here. Five of Wands in reverse. For some of you, this person feels like they were vindictive or immature, or they feel like they broke a promise with you, or they feel like there was some type of promiscuous type of energy that caused some type of clash between the two of you, and they're trying to resolve whatever that conflict was and take accountability for it, okay? So they are trying to they're trying to make things work. They're trying to change the dynamic between the two of you and smooth things over. Okay. You're in a really, really nice energy. You're in a very abundant energy where you're probably just attracting blessings and abundance. You're in a really nice energy. And I feel like you're open and willing to at least give this person the room to heal the situation. Because the Nine of Cups is at the bottom with the Five of Pentacles. So if you get any type of aspect from this person that they're all talk, no action, or something like that, you are just going to choose to like keep to yourself. Like you're looking for action. So I feel like you're giving this person room to put in the work, I suppose. You're giving them room to put in the work. But you're not being stupid. It's that type of energy. But you're doing it with grace. You're doing it all with grace. So you could be done with a Taurus. We also have Sagittarius, Libra, Scorpio. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Virgo. Can we shift to Pisces real quick? Yeah. All right, what do we have for Virgo and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Virgo? What's good, Malika? Carrie? What do we have for Virgo and their person? What's going on here? This, sorry. Sometimes it's not acting right. What do we have for Virgo? 3 more and their person. Overall energy for you, Virgo, 9 of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So Virgo, I feel like you have a lot of love for someone, but there's also a lot of insecurities you have, or some of you guys are dealing with some type of codependent situation. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. I don't know. Some of you guys, it looks like you're falling for someone or exploring a connection while either having no business doing that because you yourself are not on top of your own shit, or you're in a codependent type of, you're not single. You know what I mean? Or roles can be reversed. Take it however you need it. Okay. So I feel like you have a lot of insecurities here when it comes to the situation. There is a lot of love though. You know, you may appreciate how this person connects with you, or like this could be someone in the workplace where you feel like they understand you, or there's some type of emotional connection here between you and someone else, and you do seem to be getting on the same page with someone this week in one way or another, and it does seem to be having you a little bit, it has you excited, like you're feeling excited or overwhelmed emotionally, but there's also a lot of confusion. There's also a lot of confusion. Hmm. 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Why does this stress you so much connecting with this person? Queen of Cups, 9 of Cups in reverse. I don't know, maybe you feel like there's something about the situation as wishful thinking, or you have a lot of insecurities, Virgo, on an emotional level when it comes to the situation. It's stressing you out. It's making you put yourself in this self-imposed prison. It's like you're thinking, you're punishing yourself or setting yourself up for expectations that is stem from worst case scenario type of thinking, and it's causing self-punishment. So I don't know, maybe you are single, for example, or maybe, I don't know, something is making you feel like it's wishful thinking. It has you in your head, and it has you like worried, like what will people think, you know, something like that. You're overthinking it. Thinking worst case scenario. You are in your feelings though, but there's, I feel like the lack of communication could be confusing you, or maybe something that this person said. Page of Wands in reverse can be like hearing something indirectly, or something this person says that kind of makes you feel a little bit confused. Like, what did you mean by that? So someone could be saying something this week where it's like, what did you mean by that? Do you hate me? I don't know. Like, you're overthinking whether this person is on the same page as you. There's a lot of worst case scenario thinking, and it's creating a lot of insecurity on an emotional level. But I feel like the reason there's so much like insecurity is because you do have a lot of love for this person, or there's a lot of oomph there where you're aware that this person really could hurt you if they wanted to. They could hurt, you know what I mean? The 9 of Cups in reverse tends to be needing some type of validation or reassurance or something like that. It's someone that can almost put too many, I feel like you're insecure in this person, and whether, like, if this person's support and love is real. And I feel like you're having a hard time just giving into it without thinking, Because Nine of Cups upright, they just do things because it makes them feel good. It's their desires. It's true to them. You know, it's like they're not really putting a whole lot of thought into how something's going to play out. And I feel like you have some level of expectation that is stemmed from anxiety or worst case scenario thinking that is making you try to get on the same page with this person or work with this person, but you're also emotionally overwhelmed and confused. This person could be saying something this week that has you a little bit confused, like what did you mean by that? Or they have said something that you're kind of still in emotional confusion about. Because there's definitely a lack of perspective here, but also a desire to move something forward, but you have fear moving something forward because you're thinking worst case scenario. You got to get out of your head. But I can understand, okay? There's a lot of insecurity, and I'm not saying you're an insecure person, but when it comes to this person, it matters at the heart, and it's like you're nervous that that something is gonna you're nervous. This person makes you nervous. So, and some of you are just nervous because you're not even single, so you're thinking worst case scenario, okay? Now, whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, this is someone that does have a lot of passion for you, but they also are a little bit stuck on some type of misunderstanding between the two of you. Like they may feel, Virgo, like this is someone that may be making a head over heart decision to try to do something to move something forward or communicate with you in a way to move something forward. They could also be in their head about incoming communication from you. Okay, so I'm not sure who's initiating it. Eight of Wands can be more so the receiver, but there's some type of communication that has this person in their head. They're also in a space of being open to have some type of truce when it comes to a misunderstanding, discord. I honestly feel like this person is having a hard time knowing what you're getting at, is what I want to say. Queen of Swords, it's like I want to, like I'm open to talk or like talk this out. I mean, what's the Eight of Wands? Three of Cups. Well, for some of you, you make this person happy too, okay? So there's something happening really quickly when it comes to, you know, maybe the two of you are going out for a drink, or you're reuniting, or you're connecting in a friend-like way, or you're connecting in a way where it's perceived on both parts to be like, okay, we're friends, you know, maybe we work together, we party together. It's like you both seem to bring each other a lot of love or support or understanding. But I feel like this person is a bit confused. Like they sense something. Like they're kind of waiting for more. Like this is someone that's thinking long term with you, or they think long term with you. I feel like this person feels like they have some type of logical perception on you and your own insecurities on an emotional level. This is someone that feels like they see right through, Virgo, either, you know, something that has you in a mood this week, or they see right through something that has you sensitive, or they see right through some type of in and out behavior on an emotional level. Like they can tell you have insecurities when it comes to the situation. And I feel like this is someone that is trying to be as fair and rational as possible. They're open to communicate. They're open to give you the, like, you want to know, ask me, I'll answer it. It's like, this is someone that's open to like relieve any type of concerns you may have. Or again, if it's not really like that, it's more so someone that is trying to be as fair as possible. Like they're open to have fun. They're open to connect. They do see a future with you, or at least with the Three of Wands, they're in a space of being open to take this connection further. Okay, or the Three of Wands is like someone that can envision a future with you. Okay, but they also feel like you're like they sense some type of, they may low-key feel like there's some emotional immaturity, but it's not like that. It's not like, not in a negative way, like, but they may feel like low-key there's a little bit of emotional immaturity. They may feel like you're an all or nothing type of person, or they're sensing some type of emotional immaturity, but they're trying to be rational about it. It's like they empathize to some degree. Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups. Well, I feel like this is someone that is attempting to give you their full support. And if there is some type of moodiness or misunderstandings, they're open to resolve this. They're open to have some type of truce. There's something happening this week that is pushing something forward in regards to a friendship, or you know, going out for a drink, or a reunion, something like that. They're they're giving you, and they seem to be in a space where they're giving you, you know, the truth. They may feel the need to kind of repress their own for some of you, Virgo, this is someone that feels like they have to repress their own emotions because they're aware that that's a sensitive topic for for you. Oh, that makes sense. Like they're trying to be emotionally mature when it comes to, you know, the objective here, or when it comes to your emotional sensitivities. This kind of feels like someone that makes sense. So even though they see a future with you, they're trying to take things slow because they're aware of something that may clash between the two of you, or they're aware of your own, they're aware of this like in a note or some type of sensitivity. So they may feel the need to repress their own emotions because they're aware maybe that makes you uncomfortable or it causes you to pull back or something like that. So it feels kind of new. It feels new. It has you stressed the fuck out. Okay. But this person has a lot of love for you. They're open to even giving a potential relationship, or for some of you, this is like a business relationship where there is feelings too. But it's like this person feels the need to repress their feelings because they're aware that that makes you uncomfortable. Okay. Or they're trying to use logic when it comes to that. They're trying to be professional. So, Queen of Cups. I don't know. This person is giving you their full support and they're trying to be as fair as possible. And for some of you, there's some type of incoming communication that they may feel like is not the case. Like maybe they feel like you're communicating something impulsively. And this person seems to be in a space of trying to decipher and cut through the assumptions and like have like, no, like Virgo, like what? No, I'm not dating anybody else. Like what? Like they may feel the need to like kind of cut through the confusion with you by being very blunt and to the point. So I don't know, this person has you confused, something, it's like, what did you mean by that? Or was you there, or was you dating someone else? What? No, like this is someone that's trying to like cut through something that has you a little bit sensitive. It's the best way I can explain it. So I hope you guys get it. And you're stressed out. Some of you guys are seeing things that are not there, like not in a schizo way, but in a way where you're like, you're just overstressed, or I don't know. This person makes you nervous. But the two of you are connecting. But this person may feel the need to kind of repress a lot of their own feelings and even their own sensitivities because they're aware that you seem to be struggling with something. So, yeah, you have some insecurities here. But the two of you seem to be connecting. It's nice. It's nice. This person does really care about you, or they have a lot of deep admiration for you. But you could be dealing with the Sagittarius. We have Pisces or Virgo. It could be any sign, though, as far as elements go. All right, quick break. A cup of tea is nice. I'm not really a fan of tea. If I drink tea, it's because I feel like I have to. like for herbal, like medicine reasons. You know what I mean? Like when I'm sick, it's always licorice root, and chamomile tea specifically. But licorice root tea is like my go-to when I'm sick. So I'll drink it if I have to. I really don't like tea though. I don't know how anybody likes tea. I have to force myself. I don't have the flu right now, no. But when I do get sick, I always have a very specific protocol. Up my cod liver oil and vitamin D, get my chamomile, licorice fruit, because licorice fruit, it's a very potent type of drink. So it's like you can't have too much of it. So you also need other things, um, lots of fluids. Dandelion root tea, yeah. Basically, like licorice root tea is great for like congestion, specifically phlegm. What's the other one I used to drink? I don't know, but and cod liver oil. I don't normally I don't take cod liver oil every day, especially in the summer, but I do take it in the winter because you're getting the added vitamin D, and cod liver oil specifically is great to prevent upper congestion, all that shit. Prevent getting sick. But I don't take cod liver oil regularly. It's only in like the winter months, really. I also drink coffee. It's just saying where I'm from. Where you're from. Oh, are you from England? What's going on? Smoking is back. Why? Uh, I don't know. I did talk about the smoking thing before. I don't really have the energy to get into it right now, to be honest with you. Hello, Ella Divine. Yeah, I love my coffee. I mean, not because it's even good for you. Coffee is good for you. Coffee is good for you. It prevents dementia. It cleans your liver. Keeps your liver nice and clean. All right. Libra. There's something wrong with this deck today. I feel like I should switch it out. Well, some reason I'm missing one, or I miscounted. Why am I missing one? Because it feels brand new. This feels like a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 78. Okay, no, we're good. Full deck. I was going to say it feels like a new one. I'm going to use this deck because this one, I think it's getting too old. All right. Thank you, Aubrey King Girl. Love from Colorado. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. What do we have for Libra? Yeah, this deck feels new. Why wasn't I using this? I don't know. All right. What do we have for Libra and their person? Three more. What do we have for Libra? And their person. One more. Three shuffles. Oh, the Strength card just came out. Could be dealing with a Leo. Overall energy for you, Libra, 7 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse. Libra, I feel like you're trying to avoid losing someone. You feel like there was a poor choice made on your part to some degree, and you're trying to resolve whatever that is. You could be dealing with a Leo, actually, because Leo's person gave me this energy. Because you're definitely in a space of taking the high road when it comes to maybe you personally took advantage of your power, or you personally kind of done something that maybe was kind of dinky or something like that. Because you do feel like something caused some type of loss, and you're in a space of trying to take the high road to avoid losing someone. It does feel like you're in a space of trying to clear the air with someone, trying to... You're trying to move on from something from the past with someone is what this feels like. It's pretty point blank period. You're trying to avoid losing someone. Now I'd be careful because this Lovers in reverse, this may be a connection that's done its purpose or is not really doing much for you at this time, but you do feel left out in the cold, or you feel like you need to avoid, it's like you feel like you need to make compromises here because you feel like you made a poor choice. I don't know, maybe the fact that you feel like you did make poor choices is confusing you and making you feel like, you know, maybe we could have had something if I didn't do that. You know, there's something here where there's some type of lost love type of energy happening, trying to clear the air when it comes to some type of poor choice. And it feels like you're trying to return to a past person, is what this feels like. I would just be mindful of that Lovers in reverse because we are in a retrograde. But I'd be mindful, like, is this person really good for you, or is your own guilt or regret playing with your feelings? You know what I'm saying? Either way, you're trying to make something work with someone. Now, whoever you're dealing with, this is someone that is being, you know, kind of critical, or they have been kind of critical on you when it comes to the lack of equal give and take in this situation. I do feel like this is someone that has a lot of respect for you, and they are open to a relationship, or they're open to maintain the relationship. Like, this is someone that does have a lot of respect for you, but they may tend to, they may be, you know, a little bit overly critical on you, because of something that they feel is unfair, or they may be a little bit critical, feeling like the situation is one-sided, or something about a lack of equal give and take. Hangman. It's like they're open to seeing things from a different perspective, though. I don't know. Why does this person not trust? There's something here that has this person not really trusting your intentions. So this is someone that is basically letting you do all the talking, or they're seeing where you take this. There's not a complete trust in your intentions, likely because of something that already humiliated them or made them feel some type of way or made them feel like it was a failed attempt. So I feel like this person is open to exploring a partnership with you. I don't see them jumping right into it. They are taking an overly cautious approach because of something that they feel like already didn't work out in their favor. Maybe they tried this with you before and it already didn't work out in their favor. So now they're in a space of, okay, well, I'll give Libra a chance, but I'm not really 100% sure on their intentions. They may feel like you have superficial intentions, or they may feel like you say you have good intentions, but at the end of the day, you're not really committal or something like that. But they do love you. They do respect you. And I feel like they're trying to be appropriate when it comes to their own assumptions. It's someone that's trying to leave room for you. And the two of you are coming together. You are coming together with this person, but they are taking a super, super cautious approach because of something that already didn't work out in their favor that kind of rubbed them the wrong way. Give me more than the Five of Pentacles for Libra. Four of Wands. See, this is you trying to create an opportunity with someone because you feel left out in the cold. Again, you could be dealing with a Leo, their person, something, I think it was Leo. Doesn't have to be, it could just have strong Leo in their chart, but so I feel like someone's giving you a chance is what this feels like. They're giving you the benefit of the doubt. They're placing blame maturely. It's like they're not jumping down your throat or anything like that. They're giving you the benefit of the doubt when it comes to something that humiliated them or something that they feel was a failed attempt between the two of you. But yeah, I would just be careful that you're not trying to like entertain something that isn't really good for you. Like it's not really in alignment with your authentic self. And again, I feel like there's some type of poor choice that has you feeling that's kind of confusing you a little bit. Or honestly, just being abandoned by someone is confusing you. Sometimes the ego can play games with our heart, you know, or what's really good for us. But you're trying to make it work regardless. I mean, let's get a card of advice for Libra. What's your advice for Libra? Well, we do have the Fool. Okay. Fool. Well, this is about taking a leap of faith to take the high road. So your advice is like, there is a need here to take the high road in one way or another that is derived from some level of faith. So you may need to take a leap of faith in taking the high road. Like even if it doesn't work out between the two of you, this is just you acknowledging within yourself that, okay, I need to take the high road in this situation, or I need to try, or at least try. So I don't regret not trying. So it is saying to kind of take a leap of faith, but with the Seven of Wands, you may need to do something with the understanding that even if this doesn't work out, I need to do this for me. So some of you just need to take the high road or stand up for a situation, or, you know, just, I get more like taking the high road just because it's like what you need to do for you. Or if it's a long-term relationship, like needing to give something a shot and give it all you got just so it doesn't haunt you in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, take the high road. The Fool, have faith, take a leap of faith. There is opportunity to regain the advantage in the situation, but you're really going to have to like take the high road is what I want to say. Yeah, because there's been some type of betrayal or painful ending or, you know, feel stabbed in the back type of situation. I don't know, Seven of Wands to the Ten of Swords. Again, taking the high road, even if that leads to an ending completely. So I don't know. There's something, it kind of feels like you just need to do it for you with this person. So whatever that's about. But also be open to something just needing to end. Because Seven of Wands, don't be stupid. Like you can take the high road and kind of give someone the benefit of not give someone the benefit of the doubt, but you can take the high road and you can try to make a situation work, but still not be stupid at the same time. Okay? Like, don't let this person hold the past over your head forever, for example. Like, still maintain your personal dignity kind of thing is what I want to say. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. We also have Libra, Pisces, or Virgo. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Could also be dealing with a Leo. All right, Scorpio. It's good. Vicky Bisamil. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Four of Swords in reverse. One more. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Scorpio. Why is Five of Pentacles coming up for everybody? Overall energy for you, Knight of Cups in reverse with the Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords. So I feel like you're in a note of a situation that Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Temperance. Man, we're getting a lot of connection today. So what's the Knight of Cups in reverse? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Well, Scorpio, I feel like there is some type of come around here between you and someone else. You are receiving some type of vulnerability here, but I feel like I want to say you don't really care about this person's vulnerability because you feel like this person has overbearing tendencies, or you feel like this person is neglectful of you. Maybe not considering your children or not considering other aspects involved. Because some of you are also aware, some of you feel the need to put a stop to someone's vulnerability because you're aware of external circumstances that lead you to believe that this person's emotions are fake, okay? Because I don't really see you overly thrilled with some type of return. You feel the need to make head over heart decisions. You may even feel the need to kind of tone down your own anger toward the situation or bias or whatever it may be. I feel like you're under the impression, because you're not really you're not really open to whatever's coming in here, is what this is making me feel like, because you see this as someone that is all over the place, or you see them as someone that prioritizes everybody else but you, or even if they have some type of emotion for you, or they're showing you some type of emotion, or they're trying to take emotional accountability for something that occurred between the two of you, you ultimately feel like it's a bit fake, or you're just not interested in it. So someone's trying to connect with you on an emotional level this week. I don't see you really interested in it, though. Give me a little bit more as to why. Well, some of you, this person's involved already with someone else, and it makes you feel like you need to... Seven of Wands. Ace of Cups can be love that's derived from an affair, or there's some type of emotions coming through that, but it also makes you feel like you need to stand on business when it comes to your view. So maybe this is someone that you've already kind of stood on business with, or you've already laid down some type of an ultimatum, or you've already put something out there in regards to who you are or what you need or what's important to you. And someone's coming in with love, but there's something where you feel the need to stand on business when it comes to... So it kind of feels like someone's connecting with you, but nothing's really changed, or there's still something you need to protect yourself from. Okay, so like, yes, maybe they have a lot of love for you, or they're trying to be vulnerable with you this week, but you're still aware that this person neglects you 99% of the time, or they don't consider your children, or they don't... there's something that is not okay with you. For some of you, this is someone that you have issues with their mom. Some of you. For some of you, you have issues with this person's mom or someone, or again, you feel like this person makes everybody a priority but you, or you feel like they don't have the time for you or the ability to prioritize you, even if they say they do, because you see them as someone that is catering to everybody, and you see them as a bit of a people pleaser, is what I want to say, or someone that tries to please everybody that doesn't matter. Now, whoever you're dealing with, so I don't know, you're kind of addressing some type of vulnerability, like you're not really here for it. And there is a lot coming in. 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands in reverse, the King of Cups, and the Star. So this is someone that is definitely trying to apologize or clear the air with you. Ask for forgiveness even. This is someone that is desiring to reassert control in the situation in hopes to renew the situation. The Emperor, High Priestess. Like this is someone that is trying to take control of potentially what may be causing you to withdraw, okay? Because the High Priestess gives an element of mystery. So this Emperor may not be 100% sure why you've went quiet or why you're withdrawn or why you're not saying too much, why everything is such a mystery. Like this Emperor may not be 100% sure as to why, you know, you've kind of went quiet or why you've made yourself unattainable. But regardless, they're still trying to reconcile or share feelings or share the desire to work on this or fix the relationship. They are, again, trying to, I feel like their intentions are good. Their intentions are good. They are trying to authentically apologize and work things out and overcome some type of sabotage that they may have brought into the situation. For some of you, there's still a third party. Oh, see, that may be the thing. Emperor, High Priestess, the 3 of Cups in reverse. That's someone that feels like they need to control themselves on an emotional level because of some type of third party, or they're aware that you're not in a mood about something, or they're aware that you are not optimistic about something because of something that has you feeling negative toward the situation, whether that's a third party, whether something of that nature. So, so this is someone that is trying to apologize and be mature about an issue between the two of you and compromise and clear the air, but they're simultaneously trying to I don't know, because I feel like even if there is a third party or something, it's like there's someone that is taking responsibility for that, but there is an element of mystery, like why maybe this person isn't 100% sure why you're so closed off, so they don't really know what to address initially. So they're kind of just sharing the fact that they miss you, or they're sharing the fact that, you know, they don't want the drama or the conflict, but they're not really sure how to address you. Maybe, does this person even know, Scorpio, what your issue is? Do they know specifically? Because their intentions are good. But you're in a space of like you're not really here for it. You're not here for it mainly because you feel like this person's a bit of a busybody, or you feel like they prioritize everybody but you. And there's something here, you're just feeling the need to protect who you are or what you're needing. I don't know, give me a little bit more on Scorpio's feelings. I don't really know if you care about this person. Give me a little bit more on Scorpio's feelings. Queen of Swords in reverse. I feel like you lack tolerance for the situation. That's all. You may feel like this person has malicious intent with you. Your feelings, you may also have like repressed trauma with this person that you're still kind of holding on to, or that's causing you to lack tolerance for the situation on a whole. I don't feel like you have tolerance for the situation. You may even be still pissed about something. So I don't know. You could be dealing with an Aries. We have Taurus, Aquarius, strong Aries, Capricorn, Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. 4 shuffles. Two more. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Three shuffles. Ooh, okay. Overall energy for you, Sagittarius, we do have the Hermit with the Lovers. Well, you do feel a very strong connection with someone. You may be put in a position where you have to make a choice here between two, or a choice when it comes to matters of the heart. With the Hermit, it's like you may feel the need to like be practical about your feelings, or be practical about a soulmate energy. Like you may feel like you need to really go within and not necessarily make a decision based off of love, but also try to apply some level of wisdom you have on the situation. I don't know. I feel like you want to talk to someone, Sagittarius. You are in a space of thinking less negatively when it comes to talking to someone or getting more information or trying to get to know someone. If this is a past person, there's some type of false start between the two of you that has you like some of you are in a space where you're recognizing there's some type of false start with someone else, and it has you thinking less negatively when it comes to talking to someone new. Because the Lovers, it may be saying that, okay, you have a choice. You have a choice when it comes to love. There's a choice. And you seem to be dealing with a situation where it's a false start, or you're just in a space of not 100% being sure of someone's intentions, but I feel like you're open to not stress too much and kind of get to know this person more, okay? I mean, give me more on that Lovers. King of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil in reverse. Well, you have a choice, but let's just put it this way. There's something in regards to a choice in matters of the heart that you're looking at as a temptation, or something that you shouldn't give into for some reason. You're looking at something as a temptation you shouldn't get into. But it's like you still like want to talk to this person, you want to get to know this person. But you're looking at it as a temptation. I don't know. You may not even be sure if this person like notices you, or you may be a little bit unsure if this person like likes you because they're not really giving you any attention. I don't know. There's some type of opportunity here to get to know someone more. Give me more on that Page of Swords. 5 of Swords. For some of you, this is someone that maybe you had a rough start with, but it's like the more you learn about this person, the more those little things aren't really bothering you as much. It's like you're getting to know the core of who someone is, and it is pulling you or making you feel connected to someone, but you feel the need to use your head when it comes to some type of past conflict between the two of you, or when it comes to something that may have caused an element of confusion or, a lack of transparency. I don't know, something like that. But it's like the more you get to know someone, the more you're like, okay, maybe this is someone you had a false start with. It kind of feels like you're getting to know someone, or you're thinking less negatively on someone, or you're not as stressed about someone, but you're also aware that this person may still see you in a certain way, if that makes any sense, because of some type of past conflict. And that has you operating within this connection in a way of feeling like, okay, I'm open to exploring this connection, but is this person, are they still, because there could have been some type of failed attempt between you and this person, or something is making you feel like this person could really humiliate you, but you're still wanting to explore it. So I feel like you're starting small, or you're at least watching them or paying attention. You're watching them, but you have insecurities about the situation. And you're trying to avoid sabotaging yourself, or again, it feels like someone you had some type of bad blood with, or there was some type of past conflict that you're open to looking past, or you're open to exploring something more, but you don't know if this person feels the same way. Now, when it comes to your person, ooh. I feel like this person is showing you a bit of a front because they do have some type of inferiority complex to the situation. I don't know. If it's a past person, I do feel like they're still mad. They're still holding on to some type of deep-rooted issue, or they feel like they can't trust this, or they feel like they shouldn't take a risk with you because of something that has them mad. And they may be fronting on an emotional level, or this could be someone that's acting happier than they are, but it's because they have some type of inferiority complex. Like if this is someone you had a loose connection with and you've kind of separated ways, it's like there's something here that makes them still triggered by the situation, but they're acting happier than they are because, there's something about you that made them feel small. Okay. Or if you have a deeper history with this person, again, they're kind of faking happiness a little bit because they're trying to be emotionally mature when it comes to something that they don't have control in, or they're trying to be mature. I don't know. It kind of feels like someone that's still mad at you. I'm not gonna lie. Some of you may fear that. Like, is this person still mad at me? I kind of feel like they are. Or if it's not that deep, it's someone that like if this is a completely brand new person, this is someone that has major trust issues, deep-rooted issues that makes them a bit flighty when it comes to emotions specifically. I don't know. What is this person's feelings for Sagittarius? Hangman in reverse. This is a past person that may have lost interest or a lack of perspective, or if this is a past person, I feel like they got sick of waiting on something. If this is a new person, I feel like a lack of perspective is causing them to approach the situation kind of in a bit of a dinky way because they're not really sure of your intentions, if that makes any sense. And they have deep-rooted issues, trust issues. Like this is someone that, I don't know, they're angry, or they're not confident in why you want to talk to them, for example. It's someone that's kind of flighty when it comes to emotions or even any type of vulnerability on your part. So if this is a new person, this may be a tough egg to crack. And this isn't someone that's even going to let you in on how they feel. Eight of Cups in reverse can be someone that's kind of like fronting or faking on an emotional level. On the deeper aspects of connection, it can be someone that is trying to be emotionally mature about a situation. But in a newer perspective, this is someone that's like kind of faking, like, or they're not really letting you in on they're not really letting you in on how they truly feel. Because they don't trust you, or they just don't trust people in general, okay? It could be like that. So I don't know, Sagittarius. I would be careful with this one. I mean, I feel like you are. Like, I don't see you oversharing, or I feel like you are being careful. I don't know. What is your advice for Sag? Let's just see what your advice is. I mean, what's the choice? What is the Lovers? Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, there's an opportunity to overcome the insecurities between the two of you. Or some of you, this is like a brand new It's like, do I choose the new, or do I choose to like overcome insecurities within this connection? Something like that. This is like divinely, I don't know, the universe is like pushing you to either overcome insecurities within the relationship, or again, this is a choice between two. The new, or you know what I'm saying? Because at some point, whether you're dealing with someone that is angry at you for real reasons or not, sometimes you got to ask yourself, like, is this something I'm wanting to deal with? You know what I mean? I don't know. What's your advice for Sagittarius? Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, Sag, if this is someone that is holding on to deep-rooted issues with you, you may need to be honest. Like, it seems like someone that's not going to budge until you're honest about something. Or if this is a newer energy, like you may need to, Seven of Swords in reverse, like you may need to have a conscience about the person you're dealing with. Like, for example, what I do, just being Gemini, sometimes I have no problem talking to people. What I do, if I notice someone has trust issues, or they're like, you know, jumping down my throat right off the get-go, I just kind of give them space. You know what I mean? The more you retaliate, the more you're confirming everything they believe to be true about you, even if it's false. So you may need to have some type of conscience when it comes to the person you're dealing with, or not try to make someone feel some type of way because they have trust issues. Because there may be a temptation to go to the extreme and play games and honestly just feed into their perception of you to begin with. Like if it's a newer energy, like again, it's definitely someone that has deep-rooted trust issues. And there needs to be some type of conscience applied in the situation where even if you don't agree with the fact that they have trust issues towards you, you still need to allow them to, like, you can't control people, you know what I'm saying? Like there needs to be a conscience in regards to, are you going to make them feel like more like shit because, you know, maybe they just got out of a relationship or something like that. I don't have a conscience, especially if you don't have good intentions, because some of you guys with the Six of Wands in reverse may be looking, maybe you don't have intentions. I don't know. Give me one more card of advice for Sagittarius. But you need to have a conscience about something, or at least be honest. Page of Wands in reverse. Well, some of you guys need to be honest about some type of fake news, or Page of Wands in reverse. Have a conscience either when it comes to being a loudmouth. Like again, if someone has trust issues with you, you may need to empathize for their trust issues. And if you don't want to do that, and if you say, do you know what, I don't want to deal with someone that has trust issues, or then don't. But at least separate yourself, or don't feel the need to be a loudmouth a bit, you know, or not feel the need to, I don't know, there needs to be some type of conscience applied, or you yourself, maybe you said something you didn't mean and you need to be honest about that. Because you may be trying to like dodge the truth by going to the extremes this week to kind of play games, or, you know, communicate in a lighthearted way or whatever. Like the Six of Wands in reverse can maneuver in a way where they have this like, you know, they have this like mob-like mentality, you know, how do I explain that? It's like you may feel like this person, like you may be maneuvering in a way that's not true to you because you're avoiding being humiliated, or you refuse to swallow your pride about something too. It's Six of Wands in reverse. I don't know, but you have a choice. Maybe that choice is to overcome your insecurity when it comes to honesty. I don't know. But your advice is Seven of Swords in reverse. Page 1 reverse. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have Capricorn, Pisces, Virgo. Yeah, if you notice someone has trust issues, do you think telling them their whatever is going to make them not have trust issues? You know what I mean? Like you have to either be open to giving that person space, or be open to letting your actions prove itself, or just leave it be. Or just leave it be. You know what I mean? All right, Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Yeah, especially if you gave them trust issues. Yeah. It's pleasant in California. All right, what do we have for Capricorn and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Capricorn. King of Swords in reverse with the moon. Five of Swords. Ace of Swords in reverse. Oh, you are not in a good headspace this week. When it comes to your love, oh, Lord have mercy. There's something you're keeping from this person, Capricorn, or you're at least not being honest, and you're going to the extremes to stand on that. Like, this is you being aware that you're not being honest about, you know, some type of inner truth, or, excuse me. This is you going to the extremes to suppress something. I don't know, Capricorn. I don't know what you're doing here. Like, I don't know what you're doing. To be quite honest with you, Capricorn, there may be selfish motives you have. It's like you're wanting your cake and eating it too type of energy. I don't know. A lot of you guys are being fake, where you're just kind of saying whatever you feel like this person wants to hear, or you're, I don't know, you're not being honest. Because whatever that inner truth is that you're suppressing, that is making you feel like that could threaten something you want with this person. You're suppressing a truth that you feel would threaten what you want. And you're very self-focused, or you're very, I want you, we don't need to talk about this, or we don't need to talk about that. It's like, yeah. So I feel the King of Swords in reverse can tend to like use his knowledge for evil, or can tend to like just say whatever needs to be said, can be very manipulative. So whether you're going to the extremes to hurt someone's feelings, or whether you're going to the extremes to suppress the truth because you feel like that could threaten what you want, either way, it's very, there's selfish motives here. There's selfish motives. Ace of Swords in reverse. The Empress. The King of Wands in reverse. For some of you, there's just growth in jealousy, or growth in trying to dominate a situation you feel like you have no control over. Some of you guys are trying to push for support, or you're pushing for someone's support, This could be someone you have children with. It doesn't have to be, but it's like you're pushing for someone's support, and you're going to the extremes to get that. So I don't know why, but you're definitely pushing for someone's support here. So I would be careful with that. Okay. Now, whoever you're dealing with, I feel like your charm is working on this person. This is someone that is wooed. I don't feel like they're seeing the red flags. 8 of Swords. Now, no offense. I'm not saying, I mean, this could be on a small scale. I don't know what you're keeping to yourself, but you're definitely going to the extremes on something. So whatever the dramatic level is, Capricorn, I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm just reading the cards. Okay. But this is someone that has developed a level of admiration for you. Okay, they want to communicate with you. They may want to invite you to something. I feel with the 8 of Swords, this person isn't seeing the red flags. Hangman in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles. This kind of feels like someone that's following your lead. They see some type of opportunity here with you to overcome. For some of you, if this is an ex you have children with, you're playing on their feelings to get money. And it's like they're following your lead when it comes to an opportunity, you know, if they overcome this insecurity or whatever it may be. If it's a newer energy, they're just seeing you as a solid opportunity. It's like they're charmed by you, they're wooed, even though they may be lacking perspective here. Some of you, again, you're just filling this person's head with rainbows and unicorns. Or again, they're just not seeing the red flags in something. Eight of Swords. Well, for some of you, they're not seeing the red flags when it comes to a double standard in regards to work and how much work is being put into the relationship. For some of you, this is a double standard type of energy. Queen of Wands in reverse can be very demanding, you know, expects more than she gives. It's that type of energy. It can be someone that is jealous or, you know, maneuvers from a place of trying to manipulate her to have more control than rather just being in her authentic self. Now, if you're the masculine, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna confuse you guys, but so yeah, I feel like this person, they want to connect with you. They want to explore this connection more, or they're wooed by an opportunity to overcome issues between the two of you. And again, some of you guys are just filling an ex's head up with bullshit because you want some type of support. You're pushing for some type of support. I don't know. Let's see what your advice is for Capricorn. Nine of Pentacles. So there may be opportunity for you to gain some level of independence or financial security or safety on your own. Like maybe you feel like you need someone. You don't. Oh God, guys, this is way too many. Let's just read it. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse. So Capricorn, you may need to be cautious or take a more methodical approach to something that like be careful of having someone overcommit to something where you know your intentions aren't good. Two of Pentacles in reverse can be someone that's overcommitted, or they're giving you money all the time, even at the sake of their own financial security. And it can cause some pretty messy situations because someone seems to be careful what you're putting out there in regards to what you can give. And you may need to take a more practical or methodical approach when it comes to even things about yourself that has you feeling humiliated in regards to finances. There may be, like I said, other streams of income you can bring in or other ways to figure this out or balance this out, because you may be potentially making, and you may end up making a mess out of a situation with ill intentions or overcommitting or having someone overcommit to you. Like this is like having someone leave their job or give you all their money or do something that is not going to work out very well for you. And it's going to be some type of failed attempt. Like it won't go very well. It's going to create a lot of bad, negative, conflicting. It's going to create a fight is what it's going to do, or some type of humiliating experience. So I would be cautious when it comes to other energies you're dealing with. And your advice, Nine of Pentacles, is like you can have something on your own. Like if you spend as much energy as you are manipulating this person or investing into the situation, I say this with love. If you spend as much energy just putting time into yourself, you wouldn't need to worry about this, or just separating yourself from the situation on a whole. I don't know. Or into your self-worth even. Like some of you feel like you need this person's support. You don't. Regardless, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Pisces, Virgo. That is not a good space at all. Five of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. Aquarius. Let me just have a quick smoke. Met in 2009 and played with the runner, Chaser. Over 3 years, we lived together off and on. How expensive are cigarettes in Canada? Well, they're pretty expensive. You know what I mean? They're pretty expensive. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius and their person? 3 more. What do we have for Aquarius? And their person, universe, spirits, and guides. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Aquarius. Sorry, not sad. Aquarius, 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups in reverse. Temperance, Page of Swords. I don't know, 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups in reverse. You could be spying on someone that you've had some type of disconnect with. You're spying on someone. I feel like you're irritated with someone. You're irritated. For those of you with this person already, I feel like you're kind of becoming irritated with the situation, or you're recognizing, I don't know, I'm going to pull the rest of the cards. You may be recognizing that maybe this isn't your person, or the two of you aren't seeing eye to eye on things, or you may be planning to disconnect if it's a relationship. Some of you, you're just spying on someone that you had some type of disconnect with. Okay, but you're also trying to temper yourself. Like you're trying to like not allow it to trigger you, if that makes any sense. Temperance is like you're trying to like maintain your own balance and stay in balance, but I do feel like you could be spying on someone that irritates you. Hierophant in reverse. Some of you guys are planning to end a relationship. It's like you're sick of it. So you may feel like it's superficial, like you're not happy. Some of you guys are in a space where you're spying on someone that you had an ending with, and I feel like you're in a space of like rebelling against the situation because you feel like this person is a love bomber, or you feel like they're immature, or you're just irritated with the situation, and you may feel unsettled with feeling like you received some type of superficial view, or something of that nature. Like something is making you like not conform. You're having a hard time overlooking shit. For those of you where this is a relationship, you're just irritated. And I don't feel like you're being completely transparent with someone, but you're definitely having a hard time. It's like you're not, it's like you're having a hard time overlooking shit. Maybe you feel like this person is overly invested into all the wrong things. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like you may feel like it's very superficial. And yeah, some of you are just spying on someone and you're not really conforming to the situation. You're like rebelling against it, but you lack empathy for this person because you may feel like they're overly invested into the wrong things. I don't know what that's about, but give me one more on that Seven of Swords. Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you feel like if you were to communicate, like if you're spying on someone, you feel like if you were to communicate, it would cause some type of conflict, and you're trying to avoid showing any type of vulnerability, where you're trying to avoid escalating conflict. So I don't know if you feel like there's some type of conflict, or you feel like if you did say something, it would cause conflict because you feel like this person just doesn't care, or you lack empathy for the things that they do care about, something of that nature. For those of you where you're in a relationship with this person and you're planning a disconnect, okay, I feel like you're holding on to it because it's like you're not being stupid type of thing, or it's like you're holding on to it. It's like you're trying to avoid abandoning this person, but you are feeling defeated. It's like you're in a space where you don't even want to fight with this person. You don't see the point in talking to them. Some of you are irritated if it's a relationship with something you've uncovered about them too. Give me a little more on that. What was uncovered? Ten of Wands. Well, some of you, you just feel like you're the only one putting in the work. So it's like you're mentally exhausted by the situation. Some of you, you uncovered their work or what they do for work. Or, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you should know. Maybe you didn't know. That's even weirder. But some of you, you've uncovered the fact that you're the only one putting in the work in this relationship, and you're defeated by the situation. And you're becoming irritated and you're lacking empathy because you feel like this person is just doesn't care. Okay. Or some of you guys uncovered something that they did. And you may have uncovered that because they chose to take responsibility, but maybe it was like a breaker for you. Okay. So I don't know, because for those of you where you have uncovered something because they took responsibility, you're still in a space of having a hard time overlooking whatever that is, especially if you feel like you've got a superficial view on something. And if you're just spying on this person, why is Aquarius spying on this person? The Empress. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are spying on someone while being in a relationship. That's for some of you. Because some of you, you're spying on someone because it's like, you may be hoping to receive their support, or some of you just see them as very beautiful or handsome or something like that. Just give me one more. Why Aquarius may be spying on someone? Because there's definitely, Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like some of you guys have your eye on someone while potentially rebelling against a current situation. Or if you're not in a relationship that you're rebelling against, you're in a space of recognizing financial insecurities that have you avoiding taking any type of risks. And you also may be aware, sorry, that there's not a whole lot of opportunity to, maybe you're having a hard time finding a place, or you're dealing with your own struggles. So some of you guys are spying on someone interesting because you see them as an opportunity for you, but you're having a hard time being transparent because you're avoiding escalating conflict, avoiding being vulnerable. And for those of you, some of you with Five of Swords in reverse, if you're not in a relationship, this is you just trying to be responsible when it comes to adding unnecessary conflict in your life right now. But you do see someone as like, I'm interested in you. It's that type of energy. You may feel like they're interested in you too. Maybe you feel like they're supportive of you, or maybe they've given you some type of support already, or there's opportunity for growth somehow. But it's like you're just playing your cards right, okay? This week, you're playing your cards right. You're not really expressing yourself. If there is a current situation that you're dealing with, you're kind of in rebellion mode and you're more focused on money, that kind of thing. Or some of you guys are just being strategic when it comes to your own financial insecurities, or when it comes to, okay, I see this as someone I'm interested in, but I don't even, I'm still sleeping in my mom's basement. I'm still trying to find a place or something like that. Obviously, depending, put it in whatever you need to put in. So anyways, whoever you're dealing with, okay, so this feels kind of new, to be honest with you, or this is someone that is trying to make progress with you, Aquarius. They may reach out to you, they may communicate and hope to it's like this is someone that is trying to like get something going between the two of you. If it is a past person, I feel like they're a little bit wounded or unsure in regards to how you're going to respond. Push in a corner, the world, the judgment. Some of you, this is a foreigner or someone that lives at a distance. World card can talk about foreign affairs or someone at a distance, especially with the Six of Swords. So for some of you, this is someone that lives at a distance, or this is someone that is, this is someone that's aware that they feel comfortable around you, okay? For some of you, if it is a past person, they may have their guard up because they're not sure how you're going to respond. But they're also open to bring some type of change into the situation, or they're open, like the World card can feel like a sense of belonging, a sense of wholeness. Like they may feel like there was some type of full turn type of moment. If it is a past person, anyways, if it's a past person, they feel like the two of you had some type of full turn moment where it's like they're open to, you know, resurrect this or do things differently or have a second chance or something like that. Some of you, they're straight up calling you up. You know what I mean? Or they're presenting an opportunity, but they do have their defenses up because they're not really sure. I mean, why is their defenses up? King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, for some of you, it's like they're not sure if you're going to be mean, or they're not sure. Some of you, it's just they're insecure. You know what I mean? Or they're just not, like if it's a newer energy, it's someone that isn't really 100% sure if you'd be interested in them. For some of you, you've had an ongoing battle with this person when it comes to King of Pentacles in reverse is some mean energy, or someone that tends to overcompensate, or someone that tends to manipulate, you know, or I don't know, maybe this person was mean to you, for example, and they may feel like they're going to be pushed in a corner, like they're ready to kind of defend themselves, if that makes any sense, but they're still in a space of wanting to do things differently. Like they feel like there was some type of change. So if this is a past person, this is someone that's aware that they may be kind of questioned about some mean energy or manipulative energy or whatever, but they're still open to giving this a shot. They're trying to move on. It's like the calm after the storm. They're trying to move on to a more peaceful solution between the two of you. If this is a new energy, this is someone that just has their defenses up because they may be dealing with, they may be a little bit unsure. They're just unsure. They just want to talk. It's just someone that is trying to avoid being too much, you know, it's that type of energy. But they do want an opportunity. This person may be aware that you think irrationally, or this person may be aware, like whether you put statuses on Facebook about how you're sick of men or whatever it may be. Like this is someone that feels like they have some level of awareness that you either lack tolerance for them or men in general, or women, doesn't matter. They may feel like you lack tolerance. So it's like someone that feels like they need to, you know, they're trying to avoid, rough waters with you. They're just trying to go with the flow. Six of Swords, Page of Wands. Six of Swords, Page of Wands, go with the flow, reach out, see if you even want to talk. I don't know, maybe they're just dealing with their own irrational thinking in regards to whether you're even interested. So someone wants to talk to you, someone wants to go with the flow. It does feel new, or it at least feels like someone that has no idea how you're going to respond. I mean, what is this person's intentions? What is this person's intentions? Well, the High Priestess. So they do have strong desires for you. They may want to keep something on the down low with you for whatever reason. But it's like they do have strong desires that they may keep hidden from you. They're keeping their desires hidden. Ace of Swords. So this is someone that their intentions is to break the silence between the two of you. And they do have hidden desires for you, but they're trying to be rational when it comes to like putting that on you right away. It's that type of energy. But they do want to break the silence with you. That's their intentions. Just kind of like for example, if it's a completely brand new person, this is someone that's trying to break the silence with you. There is deep down desires to go on a date, but they're not really putting that out there just yet, or they don't want to because they feel like that would be the best decision. So any advice for Aquarius? Any advice? Emperor in reverse. Well, you may need to recognize where you just don't have control and do something about it. Page of Swords. Advice. Emperor in reverse. This is saying to be open to talk, but with the Emperor in reverse, you may need to recognize where you don't really have control in certain aspects of your life. I don't know, maybe you just need to communicate, that you would love to go on a date, but there, it's not really the right time. Maybe you're trying to do things. I don't know. There's something where you may need to either express aspects that are kind of out of your control or use your head when it comes to aspects that aren't really in your control. Also use your head when it comes to being rigid, because the Emperor in reverse can sometimes have a rigid approach because he knows he's either intimidated, right? Or he knows there's certain aspects that he is out of his control, so he can put out that energy in a really rigid way when it's not really necessary. Like there's something that you could just be a little bit lighter about, but still acknowledge where you don't have control when it comes to what you commit to. Okay? So interesting read. But you're definitely kind of keeping your thoughts to yourself. But you could be dealing with a Capricorn. We have Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Taurus, strong Taurus, and Aries. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Okay. I don't know, maybe you're lying. Like if you are talking to someone new, maybe you're lying about a current circumstance. When maybe that's not really necessary. A negative trait about Aquarius is every sign has positive and negatives, is sometimes they lie. You know what I mean? Or they overdo it, like in situations that have them feeling irrational or oppressed, like they have to outdo for some reason, or if they have to, it's like there may be something you don't really need to lie about, or it's not really, that's the best way I can explain it. Like maybe you're lying to someone that's just wanting to talk, or like maybe something is not necessary. I don't know. Seven of Swords can be like underhandedness too. So you could be just being underhanded and being in that King of Swords in reverse where you're being unnecessarily harsh or oppressive because you're dealing with your own fears of being vulnerable when it doesn't have to be that deep. It could just be lighthearted. Okay. So, all right, Pisces. Strategic, yeah. There is some type of planning energy there when it comes to disconnecting from someone, but also being strategic to avoid conflict. but the King of Cups in reverse was there and stuff. That's why I'm thinking like maybe it was more of an, anyways, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Two more. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Three shuffles. Oh, but it's good. Overall energy for you, Pisces, Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I do feel like there's something you're giving up on, but you're still keeping your eye on. Some of you guys are in and out of a situation still that you're not really overly interested in. You're trying to play your cards right when it comes to a lack of opportunity or a missed opportunity. High Priestess, Five of Pentacles. So it's like you're in and out of a situation, playing your cards right. I don't know, some of you guys are playing your cards right when it comes to a lack of opportunity or a financial adversity, because some of you guys are aware you're trying to be intelligent when it comes to some type of financial stress or hardship, or maybe lacking a place to live or something like that, where you are in a space of exploring your options. This literally feels to me like you're looking for a new place to live. Some of you guys are also a little bit confused because there does seem to be an opportunity presenting itself this week, Pisces. However, you're trying to be wise when it comes to some type of hardship that you're going through. So there's some type of hardship you're going through, whether you're just broke this week or whether whether you're still lacking a place to live. There is an opportunity presenting itself, but you may find yourself lying, or you may find yourself just being cautious when it comes to some type of hardship you're going through. You know, like this could be an opportunity to, go out or like go on a date with someone, for example, but the situation kind of overwhelms you because of something here that is making you feel unable to give into the situation, or something here that is making you feel like maybe you are broke this week, or it's like you're trying to be wise when it comes to something that you're keeping to yourself. A little bit more on that High Priestess, Page of Swords. One more, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys, it's just you never received your paycheck yet or something like that. Or there's something that you feel the need to use your head about when it comes to there's something you no longer want to invest into. But you're also feeling the need to be wise because you're aware of the hardship that you're dealing with. And some of you guys are just kind of humoring someone that you no longer want to invest into, while simultaneously like looking for places to live. But I also feel like emotionally you have options, or options are presenting itself to you this week, Pisces, but you seem to be limited in regards to how you can approach those options because of some type of hardship, or because you're still humoring a situation that you no longer want to invest into. Because again, I feel like you are in a note of a situation that you've given up on, or you're just in a space of having a hard time investing into anything consistently. Because you may feel like you don't have anything to bring to the table just yet, something like that. So now whoever you're dealing with, Pisces, seems to be someone that is really trying to connect with you. Man, we have a lot of connection, I feel, except maybe one or two signs I don't know. But this is someone that is trying to balance something out with you. They are trying to reconcile the situation. This is someone that is open to talk. They are a bit detached on an emotional level, but it could be because of something from the past. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is someone that has repressed emotions about something here that isn't closed out yet, or they have repressed emotions about a lack of change. A lack of change. This person may feel like something hasn't changed with you, and even though they miss you, they seem to be in a space of like, you get what you give. Like if this person feels like all you're giving them, Pisces, is a message here and there, that's all they're going to give you. Okay. Now, I do feel like they are trying to be fair. They have a level of tolerance here to kind of break through that type of energy, but they're also kind of detached from any deeper emotions outside of a transactional type of connection, or outside this feeling of missing you or wanting to reconcile, but also feeling like, well, Pisces, you're going to get what you give in a good way, not in a bad way. Like karma is like, this is someone that is feeling like nothing is changing, and it is causing them to be closed off over time. They are going to be generous with you this week, but it's in a way of like, it's not bare minimum, but it's in a way that isn't, it's not very lovey-dovey either. It's someone that is just expressing how much they value you, or they're kind of showing up in a way of like, wow, that's really cool what you got going on there. West Coast Story Time Kitchen. I just seen all of that pop up. Okay. It's like they're kind of expressing like, wow, I think that's really cool what you got going on there. It's like someone that is sharing that they value something, Pisces, that you have to offer, but they also feel limited because they feel like when it comes to your emotional vulnerability, or you expressing, you being open, they feel like nothing is changing there. So I feel like they're trying to be fair. Like I don't see this person like saying, okay, screw you then. Like this is someone that is seems to be open with a friendship. This feels kind of like a friendship, or just like maintaining a level of appreciation for one another. This is someone that is open to maintain a level of appreciation for one another, even though they're a little bit sad that maybe they're feeling like you don't love them, or they feel like something is unrequited, or they feel like they're not getting a whole lot of emotions from you. Some of you, it's because you're just kind of keeping a lot to yourself when it comes to hardships that you're going through. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this just feels, Pisces, like someone that is trying to be generous with you, or maintain the connection regardless of love, or regardless of whether the two of you can have a relationship. Because they authentically, even if you're not already in a relationship, they authentically just appreciate you. They authentically look at you as someone that they want in their life. You know, they do miss you a lot from time to time, or they have a lot of nostalgia if it's someone you've already been dealing with. It's like they really do value you. So they're trying to like break the silence here, or they're trying to be open to they're trying to be fair. I don't see this person trying to push for a relationship. It's just someone that wants you in their life. And that's what they're going to try to build or maintain, depending on the situation. But over time, I'm not saying that they're going to become bitter, but over time, I do feel like they're developing some insecurities in regards to whether you value them as much as they value you. Yeah, because they're not really getting a whole lot from you. So I don't know, you're going to receive a lot of generosity, or just someone that is sharing how much they value you. And they're going to try to have you in their life somehow, some way. And I feel like it may be overwhelming you because it does make you happy, but there's something here you're going through that makes you feel like you need to use your head when it comes to something that you no longer want to invest into. And I'm not saying you're being sneaky, but we did have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we do have the High Priestess. So it's like you're really trying to like navigate a confusing situation. And it's a bit overwhelming. It's overwhelming. But this person does make you happy, whoever is over here. So it's someone breaking the silence with you because they just truly value you. Okay. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. We also have Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. I don't know. Let's get you a card of advice. What is your advice for Pisces? Any advice for Pisces to navigate the situation? Any advice for Pisces? Well, Three of Wands, Three of Cups. Be open to friendships, connection. You know, but the Three of Wands is someone that, you know, needs to create a plan, or they're kind of more objective focused. They're the visionary, okay? And when it comes to people that you associate with or are connecting with, are they good for the self of you that you're trying to create? Or are they good for, how do I say? Like, you may need to develop a plan or think long term when it comes to your friendships or who you're connecting with, or whether you want to reconnect with them in general. You know what I mean? Like, because people we associate with has a huge influence on who we are, you know? So I don't know why that's your advice, but there may be a need to kind of think long term when it comes to the nature of some type of relationship, like in a good way, being open to being friends too. There needs to be a need to be patient, being open to connect just as friends. Like maybe you like someone that's connecting with you, but you feel the need to close off because you are having a hard time being transparent emotionally. Like maybe like you can just be friends, or it doesn't need to be that deep or black and white in a situation. Because you are manifesting a reason to celebrate, but this is also putting a lot of focus on friendships. I don't know. Six of Swords, go with the flow. Trust your guides. So you may be being guided. The Six of Swords can be like our spirit guides guiding us in a direction that avoids conflict. Eight of Pentacles. I don't know. There's something, create a vision. Be mindful of who you're associating with, and I don't know. I want to say maybe not make something about like a relationship. Like when it comes to people and love, like sometimes they jump to the conclusion of like, oh, I really like you. You are important to me. I value you. That must mean I need to be in a relationship with you. Maybe something doesn't need to go that far just yet, or there needs to be a need to be patient or explore friendship first. You may need to explore friendship first. Maybe you're stressing yourself out, having a hard time. Like, I don't know. That's the best way I can explain it. But you could be dealing, yeah, we have Scorpio, Pisces. But I hope this helped you guys. I love you, and I'm going to get out of here. Bye. Have a great day. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm usually not on early, so it's very weird. Normally I'm going to crash, but let's go enjoy your day. Okay. Bye. Oops. What did I do?